There are different types of Japanese tea available at Japanese Green Tea Company. This video will explain briefly about 9 of the popular tea types. First of all, let me cover loose leaf type tea. For these types, you would be using a teapot or kyusu to steep tea. Number 1. Gyokuro loose leaf Japanese green tea. This is a very high quality tea that may be a good tea to gift someone or to treat your guest. Gyokuro is a special type of green tea shaded from the sun for 20 days, which allow the caffeine levels to increase in the leaves, in addition to allowing the amino acids to get stronger, producing a sweeter and stronger flavor. Because of the cultivation process, the leaves have a very particular odor that is impossible to confuse. Since the leaves are covered for such a long period of time throughout the cultivation process, the tea leaves are dark, creating a dark tea that is almost a mossy green. Its richness in color translates to a richness in taste as well, with layers of flavors that never overpower one another. Number 2. Gokuzyo Aracha loose leaf Japanese green tea. This is an economical option of a sencha line, which may be good for an everyday drink, either hot or cold. Aracha translates to wild tea in English, and is also known as crude tea. Aracha is green tea where the process keeps the original shape as it is cropped, whereas most green teas that are consumed are refined and processed. In Japan, green tea is usually sold from the farmer to a wholesaler where it gets processed and refined. When the tea is provided to the wholesaler, the form of it is usually the unprocessed aracha. This type of green tea is normally not distributed to consumers. However, due to being able to enjoy the rich and natural taste and flavors, some fans prefer drinking this type. This is the type of tea that tea farmers drink, and since it skips the processing, the price is lower. Because of its intense aroma of sencha tea, if you do not like the smell of Japanese sencha tea, you would not like this tea. However, if you like the sencha aroma, you will like this tea very much. We have loose leaf and tea bag versions of this tea as well. Number 3. Nozomi covered tea loose leaf Japanese green tea. This tea tastes a lot like Gyokuro tea, but cheaper. So if you want to enjoy Gyokuro taste in everyday pricing, this is a good tea for you. Nozomi is kabusecha, which translates as covered green tea in English. Just like how we cover tea leaves under turf for Gyokuro and Matcha, this tea is covered as well, but for a shorter duration than Gyokuro or Matcha. Therefore, it is cheaper than conventional Gyokuro tea. Nozomi is a brand of green tea only harvested in Makinohara Plateau, Shizuoka, Japan by Mount Fuji. Local authorities of Makinohara City have strict guidelines on how to grow this specific brand to retain the highest quality of this one-of-a-kind green tea species. Number 4. Hojicha roasted Japanese loose leaf tea. If you are sensitive to caffeine like me, you would not be drinking tea at night. But this Hojicha might be one that you can drink at night even if you are sensitive to caffeine. Hojicha is roasted tea, and by going through the roasting process, it removes the caffeine elements and has very low caffeine. Freshly harvested premium quality green tea is roasted carefully in porcelain over charcoal for maximum flavor. Hojicha has lower caffeine and is less bitter than other tea, so it is good to take at night for relaxation. Because of the low level of caffeine and soft taste, it is a safe and good tea for kids and pregnant women. Number 5. Genmaicha premium Japanese loose leaf tea with roasted brown rice. This tea pairs well with Japanese, Asian, or oily food in general, so it is a good tea to have with a meal. Our premium Japanese green tea is mixed with roasted popped brown rice. It is also known to be called popcorn tea because the sound of roasting rice sounds similar to the sound of making popcorn. Genmaicha is often popular with the elder generation in Japan as it is milder than straight steamed green tea and easier for the stomach. Because it is easier for the stomach, this tea is drunk after religious fasting or after a long period of not eating food. The brown rice is a high-quality Japanese mochigome sticky rice, which adds a premium taste. This tea is good for someone who loves green tea but has a sensitive stomach. All the tea mentioned so far are loose leaf types. Now I will cover the powdered tea types for which you do not use a teapot. Number 6. Premium Matcha Japanese powdered tea. This tea is powdered and you would be consuming the entire leaf rather than steeping it, so you get more of a health benefit and it's known to give you more focus. So it is a good tea to take in the morning before work or study. Since it is powdered, it can easily be used for baking or in a smoothie. Our premium Japanese matcha is the winner of the 2018 Global Tea Championship. Number 7. Benifuki Allergy Relief Japanese Green Tea. This tea is good for relieving allergies such as seasonal allergies, cedar allergies, and hay fever. A study has also shown that Benifuki is good for MCAD, or mast cell activation syndrome. Benifuki contains high levels of methylated catechins. Methylated catechins inhibit the mast cell response, which leads to preventing allergies and hay fever. We have a powdered form, tea bags, or a candy version. Number 8. Green tea with Mikan Japanese orange. If you like sweet tea, this is the tea for you. The most luxurious green tea grown in sugarcane is mixed with 100% natural local Japanese orange Mikan powder to create a fresh sweet and sour flavor. With a hint of sugar added, this subtle sweetness and sourness will surprise you with freshness. Simply add the powder into hot or cold water to enjoy. No teapot required. We also have a lemon version as well. Number 9. Japanese Diet Pu-erh Tea. If you want to lose weight, this is the tea for you. This tea is available in a tea bag. Japanese Diet Pu-erh Tea Saryu So is a national award-winning tea that is good for dieting and for the skin. Pu-erh tea is Chinese, but this Japanese Pu-erh tea uses patented bacteria created by research results from Shizuoka University in Japan to increase polyphenol and gallic acid, which reduces absorption activities in the stomach. All our premium tea is 100% from Japan's single-origin cultivar and grown with sugarcane soil to reduce bitterness and astringency. Japanese Green Tea Company. Harvested with love in Japan.